Nobody taught me to hint. Live a happy life of a dream. I'm not waiting for a fortune teller. I feel that my wish will come true. I never thought I had to that lie. Is it my treasure? Tell me what I really look like. Fancy came to my mind. It leads me to somewhere far away. Distant place, distant time, fly in a freedom. Time never stopped away from me. Looking for answers and looking for the clue. There's a lot of things to do. Come on, I'm ready to gamble. It's time to play the game. Fly in the freedom. Tell me what is this feeling? I'm in paradise. I'll keep it forever. I'll never serve my steps. I believe in myself. I know that I can. Sure, I know. Time never stopped away from me. Looking for answers and looking for the clue. There's a lot of things to see. Come on, I'm ready to gamble. It's time to play the game. Tell me what is this feeling? I'm in paradise and I'll keep it forever. Dreams are always around me. Oh, it comes to my head. It's really clear to me. Yeah, I know. Answers and looking for the clue. I'm in paradise and I'll keep it forever. Looking for answers and looking for the clue. I'm in paradise and I'll keep it forever.
Okay. So, let me just... Alright. Hopefully everything is working. I'll just double check. Alright, everything seems to be working. Alright. Yep. Okay, cool. Oh man. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Cafe Autumn, where we don't care who you are as long as you're not a cunt. Today we're gonna be playing more of Metaphor ReFantazio. Yeah, so last I left off, I was going through the hell of a trial with the necromancer and whatnot. And I was planning to do this yesterday. I can put this why I look for her. So I'm supposed to be looking for Maria. And I was planning to do this yesterday, but I was just swamped. It was... So I mentioned this not too long ago that I did start working again, which I'm happy about. And I got asked to do a few different jobs over last week, and they took a lot out of me. They took a lot out of me, and I was just like, oh man. By Thursday, I was just, I was just beat. I just wanted to sleep. And then I woke up Friday and I was like, oh fuck, that's right, I gotta do a stream today. But then I was thinking, I was like, I don't know, am I in any condition to actually stream? Like, I'm gonna be tired incredibly, I'm not really gonna have much energy. Compared to what I usually have, I'm not gonna really be as active, not gonna say as much compared to what I usually say and whatnot. And I was just like, do I really want to, like, put on a show and everything and play this game for the sake of, like, a couple people who show up and whatnot? Or do I want to just say fuck it and then just, like, reschedule it for today? So that's what I did. I say anyone can be king, but everyone knows it ultimately comes down to Lisa Forden. It's hardly even a contest, as side effects Forden will most surely be crowned. This sounds like just another one of Louis's cruel tricks. No one wants Louis on the throne. The people support his Eminence Forden. Attitudes like yours are precisely what will give Louis a greater voice. I beg your pardon. You have any idea how the poor feel? Your narrow minds will be your undoing. Louis is a fool, but he'll still be a beacon of hope for the city's outcasts. They both have their flaws. I would suppose you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone more promising.
Look at that.
This
is alright.
But yeah, I was just, like, after what happened over the week, I was... Oh, I didn't even know this. Inducing anyone could be king. Huh. I didn't even know that. But very much, like, cause just of how much work I was doing over the week, I was like, yeah, I don't really think I'm in any condition to stream right after I get done with the week of work, and then I get a day off. I'm just like, I'm taking a day off, and then I'm coming back to streaming. Okay, so we're looking for Maria. Okay, so if I had to hazard a guess, it would be around... It like I imagine she would probably be around the area where Grius was, right?
This place. Really no. Food's the only game in town. This is all right. How did I wind up here? Hello there.
You, the little half-blood girl. Hey, go there! Can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. You just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Why? Where I'd look, I'd not be the one to stop her now. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets.
Huh? Why?
What are you doing here?
Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name, but I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral is broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore, but I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again, hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. The birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe! Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria, yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together.
Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
I'm not awake enough for this.
Let's think about it together.
Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Wanna read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting.
I mean, monarchies aren't democracies. Because that's what it's talking about. This world, by all accounts, it's based around a democratic society. In their idea of a fantasy world. But their reality is a monarchy. So it's interesting. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I grew up in the West and am from a democratic society that monarchy seems a little more odder. But you know, it is an interesting change of view.
Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration?
Essentially trying to turn a monarchy into a democracy?
Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political.
That's kind of a profound quote even now, honestly. I say even now, this game came out last year. You get what I mean. But it's a kind of a profound quote even on this world. A decision made by the people guarantee it's... Does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. He's got a point.
Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive.
But you really consider this as a giant allegory for our own worldview and our own perspectives. It actually starts connecting a lot more.
A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, The discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse.
I'm sorry, am I playing an Atlas game with nuance here? I'm not complaining, I love that. That is a good question. Is killing Luis the only way to lift the curse? Are there other solutions? That's a very good question.
Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom.
So essentially, fighting in a giant tournament, and whoever comes out on top can be declared as the next king's candidate.
And we call it the Tournament for the Throne!
Hey, look at that! We got a tournament arc up. What did I fucking say?
Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials.
3 allied nations' capitals. So I'm guessing we have to go across the world and partake in all these different trials. Oh, okay. Interesting.
First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Okay.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
That kind of makes sense, though. Considering he was next to Hulkenberg, he was the one closest to the prince when he got attacked.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
So meaning that it was some sort of incantation. So I kind of see where they're going. So if you perhaps found some sort of an incantation to be able to dispel it, like killing Luis wouldn't have to be the way to go about it.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
It's good to have a plan B. Because by all accounts, we saw what Grius did, and it ended horribly. And we've been hearing about how different people have been attacked regardless, right? And those attempts have been met with failure. So if just brute forcing your way is not going to happen, then there might be other options.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
I don't know about that. I mean, like, how long has Grius been sitting on this information? Right? The attack took place years ago, right? Meaning that, that he's been looking into this for years. So we found this bit of information now. So chances are, yeah, we could find information to try to dispel the curse.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy.
Of course not.
And the real trick will be finding it.
Yep.
We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
Yeah, it's a head scratcher.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
Do you think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
Why not bother? I mean, why not just hold this in terms of the public eye? Have a tournament, have all the candidates come up, and then whoever gets the chance to win the tournament, have them face against Forden and rig the final match to be in Forden's favor.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
We need a plan, and then we can take action. As an Elder, I'm an outcast in this city. I think that gives us an advantage here. Making Luis come to us. We don't have a plan for that, though. We make Luis come to us, then what? Well, we just sit him down and with a cup of tea or something and then just talk about how we really, really need the cure? We get the people's attention, but then what? I suppose, by all accounts, you could sway public opinion, but that would be basically smoke and mirrors. You get their attention, but what do you do with that attention by that account? You can make as many empty promises as you want, but unless you actually commit to those promises, it's nothing but, again, smoke and mirrors. The only choice I see right now is to enter the tournament for the throne. Partake in the fairness, so enter the tournament, and by all accounts, despite the fact that he's an outcast, he also has an option, and he also has a ace up his sleeve that ultimately would make him, by all accounts, a little more agreeable the more the tournament goes on. Think about it. He enters the tournament for the throne, an outcast, an Elder. He'll be the underdog. And as he goes through it, he uses the power that he's gained through his connections and working with more in order to be able to turn the tides into his favor instead of against it. People see the outcast winning these matches more and more fair and square with his own hands and his own power. And then they start seeing him in a different light. Sure, there will be people that will shun him out because, oh, of course he's an Elder, of course they would cheat at something like that, yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, if you make your name heard, and if you make yourself and your voice heard to the people, alongside all of this, this might be the only option you have. It might be the only option that would seem plausible.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part.
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying.
That's a good point. In all accounts, regarding this time period, what better way to prove your capability than a test of might?
Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an Elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
Or at the very least, he sees you as a potential foe or an opponent. Meaning that, by all accounts, if you go into this tournament and climb your way up the different placements and rankings, by all accounts, he could see you with a modicum of respect and actually give you the fight you deserve and actually see eye to eye with you. Even though you may not... Well, let's be real here. I think it's a little too early to win against Luis. But even though it may not be a victory, getting closer and closer to Luis, that's the objective here. because we need to figure out how to undo the Princess Curse. We don't need to beat him, per se. Although I imagine he's probably gonna try and get us to coax that information out of him by beating him. Even then, I doubt he would talk. But we don't need to beat him, per se. We just need to get close to him. At least for right now.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
Maybe.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Although I suspect he would already be onto that kind of thing. The guy goes around killing the king in his sleep and poisoning the prince, and acting as if this was some sort of unforeseen event that he absolutely orchestrated. He's not an idiot. He's a lot of things, but he's not an idiot. I doubt this would exactly go as easy as we're playing it out to be. But getting close to him? That's something, at the very least, it's a step in the right direction.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Infiltrating Luis's ranks will be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
It's fate. I wouldn't really call it fate. And I do is very straight to the point, but it's not exactly... It feels very... If it's for Maria... I mean, she did want someone... She did say she wanted a king as nice as us, so... Why not?
If it's for Maria's sake.
I see.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words the prince spoke to me in my youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Well said.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
I inherited Grace's journal. Things are getting interesting.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
Aw, thank you.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That's the
That
plan.
was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Honestly, the more this game goes on, I love these characters' dynamic, just their chemistry between one another. It's very... Honestly, it's very, like, just entertaining to listen to.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
We'll meet again.
We'll see each other again.
You better not forget.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
So we are traveling cities. I remember in the trailer, they were traveling by either an airship or a blimp. Are we going that route?
Judging by this specified deadline, we are unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
And depending on how far it is, I seriously doubt horse and carriage is gonna be able to cut it.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
I just imagine she comes back and she's like, she's hijacked one.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it, weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out. What? We got a deserter turning up?
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
Whew. That was a close one.
And, obviously,
Shot and then we
you're gonna
can
need
move
a
on
carriage.
with this.
Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
What about an air human?
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out.
But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
You lot here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
That's a good point, actually. Maybe in terms of size, it's not literal. What if we catch someone who's some infamous criminal? Dude goes from caravan to caravan, pillaging and doing God knows what else. Bounty is on his head, worth $1 million, whatever. Capture him, dead or alive, and then you just put him on the fucking Luis's doorstep. Bing, bang, boom. You get the reward, and you also get his attention.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
What else we got?
Whoa. Do you have any idea who that is?
Well, you're certainly not important at all.
That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance of winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
Probably. They are mostly blue bloods.
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Maybe it's because we don't actually have to win.
Sharp as always, Captain.
We don't need to win, we just need to get his attention.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme?
Who's asking?
You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight?
We never even mentioned whether or not we were taking the bounty. Who the hell are you?
Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barton, a guard captain for Matira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's a good question. Why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms.
Really? Seems a little too coincidental.
We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it.
No matter how many times we made the bill, never taken it. That doesn't seem right. By all accounts, it would look like anybody who's either powerful enough or dumb enough to take the quest would probably do it. Can I get some receipts on this?
A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
I want to help
We
you.
just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all, and thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Matira, the old Castleton. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
That's a good point.
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
Look at that.
Artsrich, a mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak as king. The idea of him makes me sick to my stomach.
No, thank you.
The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of great age, one with years of experience, and yet outside school children like you and Luis dead. hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give you a eulogy at your funeral. I suppose he's a candidate too.
Hey!
You say? You sure you can handle that? You can't be held liable if you get killed out there. You're not one, alright. Either that or you're just green. Head to Matsura. You could probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
No deadline. That was very powerful, but you were warning kind.
Let's call it.
Okay, we got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
I believe it.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Although he might look into that.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight. Let's rest.
Now then.
Don't push us.
All right.
Good night.
Can I come in?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Well, you're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
Aww.
It's all right. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
Aww.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again. Can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out.
What's up?
Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book... We met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. Ah, you needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents.
I do like that this game is including, like, more interactions and more moments with the people that you're around, instead of it just leaving it up just to the player. Because I like that. The story is actually, like, introducing all these different characters and letting you interact with a number of them.
Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two? So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king.
As they say, a kingdom is nothing without its people.
Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, it's not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. Save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, animated cutscene.
Juna!
Lady Juna!
Juna. Who's she? What now? I'm sorry, what now?
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn and
God, her eyes.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown.
Okay.
Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
So I see where this game is going.
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Give it a moment.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right,
he's not an
all
idiot.
right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Hey! The Pompous Asshole!
So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Luis has a thing for
It's not
pretty
quite
boys
all the
with a
contenders,
flair for
but let's
theatrics,
get
don't
on
he?
with the introductions. The great
Sounds like
liberal
he's compensating
merchant,
for something.
it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow, if we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Yeah.
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Wow.
Hey!
Asshole.
What's going on?
Could have told us that earlier.
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What's going on?
Last, I say! Wait! How do you behave?
It's a black guy.
A land runner?
Ha!
Quick! Wait, it's headed right for the... It'll crash! Whoa!
Nice landed, Tex.
What the heck is
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What hell? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
Yes, this was all me. Entirely me.
I'd call that a full ride.
Do not look. Do not look at the figure behind the curtain.
Go, prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the
I guess they say that. I guess as they say, that's one hell of a way to make an entrance. Well,
We must take to the road.
Come on!
oh boy. Whoa!
So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible.
A land runner. I guess they really weren't kidding. I thought this was gonna be an aircraft. Ah, look at that! I actually upped in ranking. I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this a part of my mission to aid the prince. Right.
Just a sec.
Whoa! What's with this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run around along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take that compliment, little lady. Now let's set some fun coordinates for a little test run. What is even happening right now?
Let's see.
Do we want to go to a place called Tira Old Castle Town, I think? Should be a ways south. Want to go there.
Wow!
Okay. Matira, here it is. On to Matira, on this cross leg, so I said that'd be about 4 days, 3 nights about.
Oh.
4 days and 3 nights? That's a great deal faster than a coach. And surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Very good! Now, clench those British chops. Full steam ahead to Matira, Old Castle Town. I'm guessing this is an old companion of Hulkenberg.
This is amazing. I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Fuck! I'm not in this for the money.
I was expecting a... Oh, in that case, turns around.
What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
So he's a thrill seeker.
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Oh, is he an introvert?
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite...
Oh my god.
Everything.
He looks like a One Piece character.
Personal machinist of the royal family.
Doesn't he? Doesn't he look like a One Piece character? Can't you just imagine Oda drawing somebody like this?
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Noble District under.
Neurus, are you there?
Oh, this is the past.
In. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
It's too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions, no time for them. Ask another right.
It is not the new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need.
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neurus, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, 'tis rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders?
The voice of Neurus is David Monteith, and he is known for Dead Island 2 and Baldur's Gate 3.
You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly.
It's a passion project!
Then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable!
He's an
Unthinkable.
eccentric, passionate artiste. He is an artist. He must art.
I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer, butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this... mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy!
I love this man!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady, but leave the Balliol runner alone.
I also find it an interesting design choice that his mascara is very reminiscent to that of the main character in A Clockwork Orange. But I digress.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it?
I just love the fucking... I'm so done with your shit, Luck.
Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Hey? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh?
Oh, look he gives her. He's just like, you smell that? It smells like bullshit.
Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard? So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive?
And he pieces it together. By Jove, I think he's got it.
That's it. I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
I love that man!
Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
If we die together.
Well, if we die, we all die together.
Ha! The boy's bold as brass.
Tis not an invitation, you dolt. Eyes on the road.
I like the way you think, boy! Right straight into a mountaintop. Jumps off a cliff! He touches a driving cat!
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and greasework. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
So wait, hold on a tick. A group of individuals traveling the world, facing terrible and risky and challenging opponents and whatnot, traveling by carriage of sorts, accompanied with a man who's claimed to be king, several unique individuals from different backgrounds and races. And one of them is a mechanic. A passionate mechanic and an eccentric. This is literally the Straw Hats! This is literally the Straw Hats! That just clicked! The metaphor for ReFantazio is just One Piece! I fucking love it!
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Yeah, think about that.
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent.
By all accounts, they are just going to want us out of the running anyway, because the king's candidate is an Elda, an outcast. But you show them something of value. Like, oh, I don't know, an outlaw that has been kidnapping children and whatnot. Someone that's been elusive from the kingdom's grasp. Throw him on stage when you get back. By all accounts. Like, if nothing else, that shows that they're chivalrous.
What do you think of this plan?
I trust all of you completely.
Good enough for me. A captain's got to trust his crew, after all.
And it's just clicking even more. This is literally One Piece. He is the captain!
The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
It's gonna take several days from the sounds of it.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him.
Oh, I love him already. Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with him. Visit the engine room first, take your time, and have a look around.
Yeah?
Never been in a Gauntlet Runner. Kinda wanna see what the engine room is like. On the road, blood! Wouldn't want you going overboard. Engine room. There he is.
Now, where was I?
Well, well.
You developed a healer. Seems your assignment is complete.
Incredible.
What do you need from me now?
All right.
I got some imagination.
Hmm.
As I thought. I sense a sudden light in my mind, illuminating what was hidden.
Fascinating.
Thanks to the research and the strength and influence of your archetype, a flicker of memories returned to me. What kind of memory?
What kind of...
It occurs to me that I conducted research on archetypes in the past as well. When interacting with a follower or ally and giving them a response that removes their heart, you may obtain mag, which can usually only acquire in battle. Sensitive to your followers' feelings when communicating with them. Okay. Research on archetypes. It is precisely this power that could make me feel what make a real utopia. Ah! Can't speak today. It is precisely this power that can make real a utopia like my novelized vision. Yes, it is more than feasible. However, that fool of a king turned his eyes from the utopia I dreamed of. The book you carry in this library's vast knowledge, all condemned by his decree. Ultimately, I was locked in these chambers, shut away in secret, and, most outrageously, killed. And I've been alone ever since. Except for my feline companion Plateau, of course. I believed I would die here, never knowing who I was. It was because of that fear that I immersed myself in research. I hoped I might leave some proof that I once lived. And that too came to a standstill.
In truth.
And then you appeared. You should have given me an opportunity to not just research again, but regain my life. Frankly, I hesitated to expect anything at all. We saw no developments here, I was prepared to finally give up.
However,
the miracle of my memory returning has convinced me. The power of the archetypes is the original magic. And it may shake the foundation of all we know.
Yeah.
It could change the world, and I'll prove it.
I see.
I can already see we'll make a fine team. As for your part, you will be needing a power that can oppose Louise. Let us continue our research further that you might reach the apex of our abilities. Give you more mild expectations and trust. Rank 2, let's go.
I look forward to continuing our research. How delightful.
It appears that nurturing archetypes results in a deeper bond between you and academia as well. I believe you are now at a point where you'll find more use in this. It's an igniter that will allow you and I, as fellow seekers, to share our consciousness even when we're apart. Linked
this
igniter.
Right here.
As long as you have this, you can study archetypes from anywhere you like. However, when you have completed a research task, I would still ask that you come to talk to me directly in academia. Directly to the archer. Okay, so this is their way of going like, you don't have to continuously come back to find more and everything.
Well then.
To change the world, we must examine things from a different angle. The next research task is to study the heroic embodiment of the gunner. If you're not quite the gunner, perhaps you'll need to form a bond with someone more mechanically minded. I know exactly who you're talking about. I'm sure it will help you hone your virtues, along with other meaningful opportunities.
This one's important.
Louis the Archmage. Challenge of Louis the Archmage. Wait. Yeah, I was kind of under the impression that maybe, just maybe, I would need to go to, I don't know, the guy who handles the chips and everything. But maybe that's just me.
Next we meet.
Marvelous. Already I can barely contain my fascination. My mind races for the first time in ages. I'm counting on you. Nice.
Welcome.
Brawler. Healer. Seeker. Okay. Let's go back to this. Or rather, I haven't really given this much of a chance.
All right.
Alright.
Oh. You're coming.
What's behind here?
This?
I wonder what makes this thing run.
Hello?
First time on a gauntlet runner. Whoa! It scared me. It's like that pipe's in here too. Call the runner phone! There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magla crystals to use fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you travel the wilds. And thanks to this kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast, made with zero momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs our rest as much as we do.
Speaking of,
General said he got the kitchen up and running. You're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I highly consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Stroll said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Rush Honeybee. Let's try this.
Let's check.
Got it.
Quality meat is delicious on its own, but if you prepare it with a little effort applied to the right places, it can taste even better. That's something I've heard anyway.
And then...
In other words, we can't just half-heartedly toss things together. Proven combinations with ingredients will win the day. Begin preparing the food with straw.
Got it?
Heat control makes all the difference with meat. Ready? This is the moment we've been waiting for. We must strike the perfect balance between delicate and bold. With that done, we're nearly to the finish line. I wouldn't be so exacting if this was just my dinner, but when you cook for others, you've got time to give them your best. looks amazing. Even by sight alone, it knows will be delicious. It's red grass roasted beetle. The aroma really whets the appetite.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Desert camp. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels in the next morning. While at encampment, you can use any of the facilities in the gauntlet runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. 3 days to reach Murder. First time camping in the gauntlet runner. I'm excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Oh, was that right, eh? Smooth as butter! Luxurious as a pass! Awe-inspiring! Tear-checking! This runner is such a guilty pleasure. The credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. Though full disclosure, that's all thanks to this little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Wouldn't have to worry about that, or wouldn't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly, but that's a story for another day. Off you go, better get your 40 winks.
Hey.
Looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up to much. Here to keep me company for a while. Sure.
Now then.
So next up is Madara. Feels like yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in this short span of time. I met you, we went over to the northern fortress and awakened a mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this and only this existed in heroic tales of times long past.
Speaking of
which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that the Hero Kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? Ours and everything.
Oh, I see.
See. As kings, they had to govern their people and maintain the peace. Martial might alone wouldn't help you there. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well.
Then,
if we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll surpass the great hero kings of old. Though, all this does make me wonder, just how many more of these powers are still out there? I feel my imagination grow strolling to discuss the challenges still ahead of us.
Alright.
Come now, it's too late for bed. Let's talk some more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust the sleeping quarters are more than exceed your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I feared, considering how tiny they are. But I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner?
My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl? Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I reassure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, warriors are really great, aren't they? Carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast, but... just keep an eye on the road, okay, Neros? Arrive in Marty for 2 days, huh?
Well met.
Sozo, you've come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I pondered some battle strategies over my game board. I'm not distracted in military tactics, you see. Way to indulge me in a round. That's good fun, wasn't it? How about playing a game?
All right.
And let us begin. I shall give inspect no quarter, shall we?
If so,
If that's how you plan to make your advance, then... Can't think of any more moves. It's a match. Learned quite a bit from that match. I believe we both benefit from continued practice. This game affords me the opportunity to visualize strategies on my own. What if an enemy came at me from such an angle? How would I retaliate? So on and so forth.
I'd say...
I once failed in my duty to protect His Highness the Prince. At the time, I was but a novice, a new addition to the Royal Guard. I lacked the experience needed to properly assume the role.
That's why.
It is for that reason I now train both my body and mind so thoroughly. I vow to never let such a thing occur once again.
Really?
You've endured so much pain in your past.
Well...
It has made me into who I am today. I reflect on those days often, and yet realize I must face the future if I am to ever truly step forward. That said, it's quite the pleasure to speak so freely with you. I find comfort in knowing that I may share my feelings with a compatriot. If we find success in this endeavor and create a country where we can all live equally, truly, I hope to serve as a knight captain, passing down what knowledge I can to a new generation. I will speak not just of tactics, but all my experiences on my journey, my victories, of course my failures too. And in so doing, I will see it that Royal Guards elevated to a new heights, I hope. You can do it.
Yeah.
If anyone can do it, then see you, Holdenberg.
Yes.
Well, should such a starry-eyed wish come true, I shall tell them much of you. Our captain. Such a position is certainly not one most could adapt to, much less succeed in the circumstances of our fight. And I must say, you wear the role well. It's odd to believe it's your first foray into such responsibility. Perhaps you've a natural talent for it. Though to call it talent is a disservice. No, whatever higher calling you have, I can only be as I am now because of you. Well, anyone could be a captain.
wonder.
I think any among us could be captain. I disagree. After all, was it not you and Galaga who set the cogs in this journey in motion? There's some significance to you being captain, after all. You have my gratitude. After crossing proverbial swords with you, I feel that I am one step closer to realizing my dream. Will my wisdom grow after listening to Hulkenberg's advice?
Now then.
Upgrade!
Wisdom. Why, that's...
Alright.
Now then, shall we get to our discussion on tactics? There were some blunders you can avoid next time. For example, when a piece moves here, you should... Hulkenberg and I dwelled on the board for a while.
I say, we could...
Oi! Break time, chums! There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy.
Tree
a
of
resplendent
Prophecy.
tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The gauntlet runner comes to a stop at its base.
Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? Wow. Blood red. Beautiful.
Wow.
So pretty. That's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I'm sensing an incredible amount of magma in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no more trees, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Miraz pulled a sheet of paper and brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Miraz. How'd you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy. Meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you at. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. You're giving it to me? You sure I can have this?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I've already committed to all the safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch itself anymore. I received Nuris's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and can accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there!
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from her journey. And we could tell her a story about this place. Next time we're in Grand Trash, give this drawing to Maria.
Huh?
Huh. Magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely! Galka is the most precious treasure as well! I've been observing it very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research as a flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off!
However,
Turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival for favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. I took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing that rare sight has broadened my wisdom.
Alright.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders. As darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself, monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Won't be Materia the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place Materia is. Insects gathering by campfire. Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hogenberg anyway. You should try and catch one. Oh, one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. My turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient.
well met.
Well met. I don't suppose you're overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I have no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? By recalling the past and planning my future with Hulkenberg, maybe I can hone my imagination. Should I spend the time with Hulkenberg? This power we've woven to. I have all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are these forms we take on. Each has their own unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's cool.
Certainly.
I think it looks cool.
I see.
I do find the austerity of the designs intriguing, but I was not speaking on how they look, per se. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, ever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awakening our slumbering power? Also, hence, why is it so exhausting, and why it cannot be maintained for long? Ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. Gilbert talked about things to come. I feel like my imagination increased.
Alright.
It's getting quite late, but we've a ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Hulkenberg and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, animated cutscene.
Finally!
so bumpy.
That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Oh?
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
Is it a raid?
A cannonade.
Yep, it's a raid.
My star is rising! Ah!
Sanctism will reign! Ah!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Godot, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fair shot, just aiming to break the opponent's insides gauntlet.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damn fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict.
He would be dead at this point.
Godot's firepower.
Plan has some meaningless favor. Can we afford to abandon Godot if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's help out Glodo.
Let's give Glodell a hand here. Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Glodell's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help. Withdraw, Glodell. Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry. Can't get into it now. That gauntlet runner. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral. Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Godot and his monks have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic he won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here now.
Oh, let's go!
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Oleg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Are you prepared?
Hack and slash!
Okay.
Cease your resistance.
Let's go!
Strike!
I'm stepping back before God. We strive for! Oh, mystic path!
What could you hope to achieve?
Ow.
Brace yourselves!
He knows we can't.
No holding back!
He's toying with us.
I'll cut you down!
Okay.
I won't hold back!
Is that power of heroes?
Try this.
Let's do this. What could you hope to achieve?
Ow.
Take this! Oh, please! Don't underestimate me!
Captain, they've got your defenses down!
Warrior!
Let me rethink this. After me!
What do we got for synthesis? One enemy adds 1 turn on the killing blow.
It's up to you now.
Let's try the bamboo splitter. Ooh, that's a killing blow!
Lend me your strength, peasants!
Physical light damage.
Tis yours.
Energy ray. Let's go!
Sanctism is supreme! More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back now! Feel the righteous truth of Sanctism engraved upon your flesh!
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers!
Oh shit.
Captain, down!
Take that!
Help it back up!
This is nothing.
Damn it!
Hey!
In the name of justice! This calls for one of these.
Still fight!
Take this!
Hulkenberg's badly wounded! Someone heal her!
this.
Hulkenberg's down!
Sanctism
Get her back up!
will reign!
Captain's hurt bad!
Can't give up now.
Get him some healing!
Don't underestimate me!
Hulkenberg's down! Someone help her get back in the fight!
Take it!
My spirit
Captain's
is
on his last
unbroken! Comrades, lend me your strength! Not now. This should help.
Thanks.
Take this!
Oh!
Still
Hulkenberg's badly
stands.
wounded!
Take this!
Someone heal her! Hulkenberg's
Damn
down!
it!
Get her back up!
Could do with this.
My spirit is
I'll let my
Army
come
protect
forth
your
royal
defenses.
soul. Maybe not.
What do we got for items? Let's try this.
Here.
Sanctism is supreme! Sanctism will reign!
Captain's hurt bad! Get him some healing!
Not like this.
Captain's down!
Sanctism will reign! Don't underestimate me!
Hey! Hey! Wake up! We're still in a fight here!
no.
Stroll can't take any more!
I call upon royal power within! Perhaps not. Are you prepared?
Chant! Sanctism will
Only
reign!
a flesh wound.
Everyone!
Stroll!
Take
Forgive
this!
me.
Get him back
No.
on his feet!
Not yet. So this is where it ends.
Okay.
Do not.
Okay. So let me try something.
What now?
Let's see here. Clearly that was not the right answer. Maybe she should just be a knight.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Let's try making him a mage.
A new ability. Right. I could get used to this.
Right. What do I have? I have Brawler. Let's see about going with Seeker. Now I can actually use a different skill. Okay. Kaja. I would probably have to go for... You know, let's just put light dodge on there. Why not?
All right.
Not enough. Alright, let's try that.
Yep.
What now?
Well met.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win.
Let's give...
Alright.
We of the...
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Time for some close combat. Come forth, Royal Soul! Is there any... Let's set it up!
Part of the blade. Absolutely.
Show them our might.
Here.
Thank you.
I owe you. I can't afford to hold back.
Give me your aid!
Not the right move.
No holding back! Mage! The power of fire! Resistance is futile!
Take this! What could you hope to achieve?
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Knight! Not now. Behold! We stand together! Nope, not this. Come! Is that all?
It's okay. By this power. Wind!
Now, what's the play? Are you prepared? Perhaps not. This should do it!
Let's go!
This is nothing.
What could you hope to achieve?
Damn it!
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. Nice! She needs help.
Oh, Mystic Purge!
I will lend me your strength. Maybe there's a bit. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
Plus need it.
I cut mage! Let's get on with it! No, I shall vanquish evil. The power of ice!
Charge!
I would lose nothing by conceding for the sake of my dear Now! Feel the righteous...
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brother!
Get in there!
Not good!
Take this.
Sanctism will reign!
He's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? Stroll can't take any more.
Join with me!
Heal him.
Perhaps not. To the rear guard!
Stroll,
Into the
they
fray!
trapped your defenses.
For all that we strive for! This one. Comrades, lend me your strength!
We'll team up!
That helped. It's okay. Seeker! We can do this!
Helpful as ever.
Insolent heathens! Sanctism will reign!
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her. Hulkenberg's down.
Come
Get her
at
back up.
This should work.
My spirit
Stroll,
is
they trapped your
unbroken hope!
defenses.
We stand together!
No.
I see you!
Hulkenberg got them right.
Ooh, okay, so they're weak to the pierce. Alright.
Let's work together. I won't hold back. We're not out of this yet.
Thank you.
Resistance is futile!
Sanctism will reign!
Nothing.
Take this.
Sanctism will
Is
reign!
that all?
Suppose this is it.
Someone get him back on his feet.
Don't underestimate me!
Stroll got knocked out. Can anyone get him back on his feet?
Seeker! Let me help.
I'm obliged. But come! This won't do. I see you!
Hulkenberg got them right
I will
in their
fight
weak
with
spot.
pride. We'll do this together.
Let's do this! Take this!
Hulkenberg's badly
not
wounded.
yet.
Someone
this.
heal her. Hulkenberg's down. Get her back up.
Sanctism will reign!
Damn it!
Come on, not like this. Someone help, please.
Okay, so now that I know that...
Petrification magic.
Come forth, royal soul.
Let's go, Masaru.
That's me.
My thanks.
You disgrace the Sanctist way.
Let's make an end of it.
Charge!
Take this.
What could you hope to achieve?
He knows we can't attack him. He's
I
playing with
see
us.
you!
Behold my
Let's work
power!
together. Maybe there's a better Seeker! Maybe not.
Captain,
Who needs
they've got your
igniters?
defenses
Give me
down.
your aid! Not the right move. Mage! Let me rethink this. You should do it!
By the sworn oath of night.
Hulkenberg got them right
It's
in their
okay.
weak spot.
Let's go.
Only a flesh wound.
What could you hope to achieve?
Captain, they've got your defenses down.
Take this!
By the sworn oath of...
I see you!
Rosenberg got them
Let's
right
set
in
it
the
up.
weak spot. Strike true!
Let me help.
I'm obliged.
Helpful as ever.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brother!
Take this!
Please, take this!
I'm wondering, do I have to go back to being a mage?
Mage!
Or not a mage, sorry, healer.
No, no, let's make an end of it. You should do it!
By the sworn...
Right as power. We're not out of this yet.
Thank you.
Prepare yourselves!
Take this!
Insolent heathens! Sanctism will
Only
reign!
a flesh wound.
Sanctism will reign!
Is that all?
I won't lose.
I see you!
Rosenberg got them right in the
I
weak
won't hold
spot.
back! With healing power.
Trust me.
Who needs igniters? You should do it!
Prostrate yourself before God!
Come forth, royal soul.
Sanctism will
Only
reign!
a flesh wound.
Oh, you've done it.
Badly wounded.
Take
Anyone
this!
heal him? That's wrong.
Take
Someone get him back on his feet. Rosenberg's
still
badly
stands.
wounded. Someone heal her. Stroll got knocked out. Can anyone get him back on his feet? Rosenberg's
The
in
freedom
bad
of a
shape.
wanderer.
She needs help.
Let's try this.
Rosenberg's
Live to
guard
see
is
another
down.
day.
Let's try this.
Thank you.
Witness the power of Sanctism! Sanctism will reign!
Child's play.
Nice.
Rosenberg. Poetry in motion.
Here they come.
Rosenberg got them right
Let's
in the
take
weak
off.
spot.
Seeker! You're not out of
Trust
this
me.
yet.
Now, what's the take this?
Rosenberg's guard is down.
I see you!
Let's go. Is there another way?
Insolent heathens! Sanctism will reign!
Only a flesh
Stroll's
wound.
badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
I can still fight.
Take this!
What a farce.
Stroll hurt bad. Can anyone get on healing?
You should
him?
do it!
Captain,
You disgrace
they've got
the
your defenses
Sanctist
down.
way.
With healing
I owe you.
Captain's on
Witness
fire.
me, brethren!
Someone
Sanctism
get him
is
healed up.
supreme! Sanctism will reign!
Captain's
like
down.
this.
Someone, help
Is that all?
Take this!
Rosenberg's badly wounded.
Take this!
Someone heal
Please
her.
come at me!
Hey! Hey! Wake up! Still in
I
his
will
life
usher
here.
you to his side.
Could do with this.
Rosenberg's in bad shape.
As
She
one.
needs help.
Come forth,
Royal
my
soul.
power!
Thank you.
Let's go! Take this!
Dodged. Nice one,
Nice.
Captain.
You should do it!
You disgrace the Sanctist way.
Rosenberg got them right
Right
in the
as
weak
power.
spot.
I can't have take this!
Sanctism will
Yeah, I'm gonna be real.
Stroll's badly wounded.
Like, I was having a lot more luck with him as the warrior.
Someone get him back on his feet.
I at least got one of them.
Sanctism will reign!
Rosenberg's down. Get her back up. Captain's hurt bad. Let's get him
this.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
What now?
All right.
That...
Warrior, Brawler, or Berserker lineages. Don't think I have Berserker up. I have a Brawler. I have a Warrior.
This power.
Yeah. So we'll go for Brawler. And then we'll have him on Warrior and her on Knight. Not exactly the best source of action, but it works.
Well met.
Okay, so let's try this with this class system.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and...
Let's...
Alright, let's try with this.
Don't forget about the petrification!
After me!
No!
Warrior! I'll cut you down!
Let's stay calm. Lend me your strength. Maybe there's a better choice.
Brawler! Ready for impact! I see you!
I can't have...
Warrior! What could you hope to achieve? Take this!
Don't underestimate
me!
He knows we can't attack him.
Let's set it up! Guard up!
Know your
Behold! We stand together!
Hammer of Justice. I'll do for jump
Let my
first.
power support you!
Mockingbird got them right in the
Cease your resistance.
I call upon royal power within!
We'll go for the bamboo splitter.
You can do this!
To him,
It's okay.
I return.
We can do this.
We'll guard.
What could you hope to achieve?
Okay, so this actually works. This actually works. All right. I figured it out. I cracked the code. All right.
Join with me.
So let's pull up the Hammer of Justice this time.
I'll run you through.
In the name of justice!
Really? Hang on.
They're weak to piercing attacks. Hit 'em all at once.
They are weird.
I shall vanquish evil.
Okay, so
Hack and slash!
More resistance.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brother. Take this!
Oh,
Stroll's
you've done it.
badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? Stroll can't take any more.
Let's go.
Okay.
Someone heal him.
We're not out of this
So
yet.
let's use a Medi.
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
Witness me,
Behold,
brethren!
we stand together.
Let's do this.
Mockingbird has their pride in them.
No
There it is.
place.
Let's make an end of
And then let's use a bamboo
It's up to
splitter.
you now.
Sanctism will reign! Delay the inevitable!
Nice.
Can anyone heal him?
everyone.
Stroll!
Here they come.
Someone get him back on his feet.
Okay. So revival.
Take it.
Is
Live to
everyone
see
all
another
right?
day.
Come, take this.
Take this! Sanctism will reign!
He got Stroll.
Wasn't enough.
Someone get him back on his feet.
All right.
Here.
I live to see
Sworn
another
oath
day.
of knighthood. Not come. This won't do. Right there.
Chance! Take this!
Mockingbird's badly wounded. Someone heal her.
Still stands.
Take this!
Mockingbird's down. Get her back up.
Where it ends.
Here.
My spirit is
Behold
Fight
my
is power.
power!
We can do this.
Just keep healing.
Right.
My thanks.
Take this! Sanctism will reign!
Nothing.
All right. All right. All right.
Let us fight as
Is
one.
it jump
Let's do
thrust?
this. Worthy foe after all.
Let's get on with it. Warrior!
Then let's go with the slicer.
Tougher than I thought.
He's almost down.
This!
Oh, you've done
Badly
it.
wounded. Can anyone heal
Sanctism
him?
will
Only
reign!
a flesh wound.
Brace yourselves!
Stroll can't take any
All
more.
right. So let's use a Medi.
Trust me.
I owe you.
Stroll.
Witness
out of
me,
that
brethren!
dilemma.
No, not this.
Just attack.
Like this. Still standing, I see.
And now let's use a nurse slicer.
Slash.
Got him.
So, the faithful are broken before you. Yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
I think not, you rotter!
Damn.
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
Fuck it up! Fuck it up!
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
Hey.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I just wanted to help you.
A likely story? Out with it. What's your motive?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
Just as planned.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Suck it!
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Hulkenberg, there's something you're not telling us.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
But that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know the suspensions everywhere. Yes, those are parts and no mistake. Bruce really shells out for his own.
Oh my god, I love this game.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno, the kingdom's greatest singer, the diva! This is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake hands? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
It's not like I want to shake your hand or anything, Baka.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Hi there.
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Let me guess. Belongs to Luis. Fucking
Luis.
course it does.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladell got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I don't know, maybe we your supporters feel a little too sucking up. Take a wild guess. The dude is still Kane's candidate, and you don't want to necessarily piss him off too much. Just go honest.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
Right. He's asking why to wear a king. To help save the prince, to become king, to help you, King Louis. Oh, fuck, that's... To help save the prince, that's... Ah, that puts a target on her back. That puts weight, that's not a good card to play. To help you, Count Louise. Again, that feels a little too much like sucking up, like he would see through that shit. Like we're a king's candidate just to help him? It feels a little too sucking up. Might see us as an enemy.
Hey, I know you want to get this right, but...
Really?
I want to help you, Count Louis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
Yeah, I'm just like, why go with that answer?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
I guess that's a good angle as much.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Louis.
He's really nailing into this.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
Well, at least we got his attention.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Glodell. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
We don't need to win the competition necessarily.
As the chirping birds return
just need to
to their
demonstrate
nests
our power.
and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Oh, damn and blast!
Double them.
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him.
Oh.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hey!
You
Nurse,
alright?
you okay?
You good? You want a soda?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
It doesn't sound like nothing.
Ah, no hiding it from you, is there? No, it's just the old runner. She runs like a dream, you see, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany. Like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
So are you implying that essentially Luis has possibly dug up one of these relics? Considering that guy, that attitude makes sense.
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
I mean, we're heading to Montero. Can't we just go and see for ourselves? Maybe I should look into Camiro when we get to Montero.
This one's important.
Yeah. We left Nuros, who dissolved into the room, into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So we'll arrive in Matira this evening, then. Good. So we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that! The fairy girl is right, you know. Her courage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude will be appreciated. Apologies, I am grateful. It's just, I had to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
To arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Bardon, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Artira, where their client Bardon awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
So this is Montira.
'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there,
in Kriganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament?
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
But surely all fights have casualties.
I suppose. There is truth in that.
Hey, read the room, will ya?
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the Bally Waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
That's a bug.
Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
Lockenberg's ate a bug.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great. What is with that smile? Not you two.
Rich flavors are bursting in my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty. I just ate a bug.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
Wait, so you don't actually know if it's him? Huh. He's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. So you're just... By all accounts, this Heismay could be the fall guy. Interesting. And you think he's the... You've got no proof, but the pieces fit. Really? Could you tell me how the pieces fit? He's a disgraced knight. Really? What if this Heismay was actually the one trying to prevent the kidnappings, and instead the kidnappings got placed on Heismay's own head? By someone who has a government status.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
I vote we try to talk to this Heismay. Like, at the very least, try to catch him, quote-unquote, in the act and get something around the lines of a testimony from him.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So... is Heismei's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira. Here's where... and there's... oh, I smell trouble.
There's a runner.
It's your call. Let's see. Here's where we are... let's see. Here's where we are now.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how we can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
Nobody else, huh? Interesting. Why? Why wouldn't anybody give it a second glance?
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert.
These are worm guts.
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
Forever since I had switches back.
Exactly.
Aye.
All right.
Pleasure to see you.
Only for those tiny run of bugs. This is been in an inn, is it?
Yeah.
Nothing beats a bed in an inn.
Right?
You can see the monsters out there when you kick up on the runner, so I can rest a little easier in an inn. I wish Neros would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner's a castle, then he's its king.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's gorgeous out.
Beautiful weather. I think I might overslept though.
Hold on.
Where is everyone?
Let's hurry.
They all of us. Apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs in the Stairstone Market.
More people missing.
Look at that.
Look. An elder candidate? No. What'll I do here?
So what they got for weapons?
What'll it be?
Now then. Yeah. Oh.
Indeed.
Like, now I can finally get rid of the Dragon Blade.
Can't be.
It was good pretty early on.
What'll it be?
Now then. 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 Now then.
Oh.
Indeed.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
Alright. Yeah, a bit more of an upgrade now.
What'll I do here?
Oh, any one of them. I've awaited you.
So welcome. Fantastic. Lady Joanna is waiting inside. Let's go right now, if that's all you're right.
Aye, yes.
Let's get the win then.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
I'm just fulfilling my duty as a candidate.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
Seems a little too good to be true, honestly.
'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support. Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Does she really mean that? I don't know, it seems a little too coincidental for my taste.
Yes.
It's almost like this is like, things are going maybe a little too smoothly. And also, again, they have a bounty on Heisme, but they have no proof. And he's that valuable that they're willing to have him turned in, and so much so that she will have the entirety of the town support us? This just ain't adding up. Something doesn't smell right here, and I don't like it one bit at all.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
It was a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
It feels a little too good to be true, though, on my end. Maybe I'm just being too cautious, but it's like this can't be going this easy.
She did say it. Well, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Okay, thank you! Like, Galaga's actually on my level. Okay, thank you. I'm like, this seems a little too easy.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me.
That's also a good point. Like, this place is kind of dreary, by all accounts. I don't know. It's just, it does not add up in my head.
So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
And that is a good question. Like, how is that possible? It's possible that this Heisme character doesn't even exist. Maybe it's just nothing more than a facade. Luring people who are going in for the bounty to kill them off. But the question I have is why kidnap children? What is the point of that? Is there some sort of depraved, obscene shit going on, or is it perhaps something a little more... Not too much in the air to actually make a concrete conclusion, but it just doesn't sit right.
Let's ask around the city a bit first, though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
We should go.
Everyone went out to gather information. We should ask around too.
Now, how did I wind
Can't
up
even
here?
raise my wee ones out of the house because of the kidnappings. Poor barons. I'm fair mopey about it, miss them. When told General Barden as much, his face felt like a dropped pie. It's a pure heart, a general is. But aye, never mind that. Oh, to fight Heisme, are we? Keep your guard up then. Remember how he's got some passing skill. They say he's faster than any soldier, that nobody could so much as nick him. Was he quick on his feet? Maybe Heisme is a misleading type. Okay, think about it, right? Maybe this is just... I don't know, maybe Heisme does exist, but there's a reason why, like, he's been so quick and nobody's been able to get a nick on him. Like, one of the candidates for the kings, right, was a race that was mainly just an anthropomorphic animal. Maybe it's of that kind. Maybe Heisme is a character that is of that race, and maybe that race is known for its quick speed and agility, and being able to
and being able to use stealth to their advantage. Maybe. There's that possibility.
Boy.
Oh, you there. I'll talk to you for a bit. Oh, that you're going to catch that Heisman for us. I just wanted to give you my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people that have gone missing? I thought it was children.
My thanks to you.
I don't know if I can help you, but please, if there's anything I can do, just say the words. How much I know? Unfortunately, no. I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. Sorry I couldn't be of help. We ought to ask the others around here, though. The shopkeepers might know more.
All good.
Really? It's Starestone Market, right? Let's try asking around there. I thought it was children that got kidnapped. The guy's wife got kidnapped? Huh. Maybe I just didn't read it right, but... What do you want? Interested in the rock with all the faces? Very well. I don't even know what the whole deal with this rock is.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I've sold out of meat today.
So, hey.
Oh, no, it's okay. We're after information more than meat today. You don't happen to know anything about giant sandworm, do you? Only that it's dangerous. I'm gonna go to hunting and give it a wide berth. Wow. Impressive that you go out there alone. Do you know anyone who might know something? Let's see now. Might want to try asking that fellow about the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for that giant salmon love it. Apothecary. Okay.
Whoa!
Morning, face. Oh, you're the elder lad I heard about. Didn't expect you to be an elder. Oh, well, I suppose you're alright. Besides, I'm grateful that you slowed all the way out here in that massive gauntlet runner. Not that I doubt you or anything. But in the point of you, then you have my support, no exceptions. You think a kidnap is scary, but this is made fellows beyond the pale. I think you can command illusions. Command illusions. Heard he can command illusions. Elusive, never been able to be caught. What if the sandworm is an illusion? No one's seen him. And if he was able to command illusions, then that would make sense as to why no one has been able to actually reach him.
What?
Don't say one. Why are you asking me? This is a fruit stand, you realize? I don't think I have anything to do with a dangerous bug like that. Me, the fruit seller. Rich, poor man or woman, elven child. Doesn't matter then, they're ruthless. Usually you kidnap someone, you got a purpose, eh? But not here. It's not right spine chilling it is. There's also the state of the kingdom. The people who are getting kidnapped. What if this Heisme is a rebel? Or rather, I should say, what if he's a freedom fighter? What if the reason why this kingdom is so dreary and everything is because it's, well, it's very authoritarian. What if the queen, despite how nice she comes off, is more in the sense of being a dictator? And the reason why Heisme kidnaps individuals is so that maybe, quite maybe, possibly, there's a better life for out there
instead of just in this kingdom. Madara's got missing! Please help me find her! Mom, it's been 3 weeks since she went missing. It pains me to say it, but no! I refuse to believe it! Children aren't just getting snatched up like that!
What is it?
Oh, it's on one. Maritans love our edible grubs, but I've been different to their edible parents. Larvae is my personal favorite. I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. Can't eat the parents? A silly thing to say. They're the ones that eat us. Though that does remind me. There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the someone's den. If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town?
Nice!
That's some good info. Maybe this merchant still's nearby. Let's ask around Thoroughfare Square. Whew. Seems we missed the mark with all assumptions. I spoke with the God Corps, but they know little and less.
An elder candidate? No. Must have got that wrong.
Questioning would do a little good with so few to question. What about you? Any leads to report?
So it is possible.
Fine work. I recall seeing a shopkeeper to myself thereabouts.
Good.
Hey, I've heard about you. They're saying you've come all the way from Grand Trod to take down Ismay.
I've been waiting for someone like you. Someone with real guts. Say, you interested in letting me test your courage in the truest sense? I think you really fly. What's with this guy? To be honest, he doesn't seem like he'd be much help in gathering information.
Now what am I to do? I'm out of ideas. What you want to know?
You at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
We're looking for a merchant. One who had something to say about the giant sandwiches today. Oh, that guy from the outside. Yeah, he was blabbing so loud you heard him whether you wanted to or not. You know where he is? Who do you think I'm talking to? This town's a foreign, see? I can tell you where that merchant is. Oh my god, thanks. But a foreman like that isn't free. That's 150 resound.
Thank you kindly.
It's like I knew you would. Now then, a deal's a deal.
He's the real skinny.
See Ishka in front of the fountain, just there. Drank so much yesterday at the tavern he's practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover.
Alright!
Yeah, we finally got some useful information on this guy. Now let's go to the fountain and talk to the merchant.
I'm out of ideas.
How do we do that? Double check around.
More people missing.
You!
Listen here, I'm saying this for your own good, alright? You never know when the kidnapper is going to show up. So if you're going to lie down, by your eyes, man, go somewhere safer. Even you wouldn't like getting kidnapped, I'll tell you that much.
I can hardly think on it.
Go ahead. What is it? You got business with me?
Hey, is it true you got pretty close to the giant sandwich den? How'd you manage to do that and live to tell the tale? Right. To tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant samurai husk. And that was it. And then at the bar, I was excited and, well,
Pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point the story turned to me waltzing right up to that stand, sword and staring it down, and I
regret that now.
No good.
Great. And once he's have information. Almost sunset, too. Let's meet at the tavern for now. I'll go gather everyone else.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
Tis far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I'd prefer a change of tack instead.
You there! Might you answer a question?
He seems familiar.
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sandflash. It's a local event. I kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight around here.
Is that how Heisme has been avoiding the sandworms?
Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms. Eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past him. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
I mean, that seems obvious.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
That information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
Good luck out there. And don't worry, no charge for the advice, eh? Can't have yous getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? No danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sandflash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworms' territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Muris.
All right.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
I think something just reacted. What is this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go break... Oh, easy there. You all right, lad? Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
Moment. It was like the light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today. Just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Here we go. Oh.
Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
Are you talking about that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age.
A divine relic. A lost relic.
It contains ancient magic once thought lost.
I wonder if that's how the runner can actually fly.
The power of teleportation.
Oh!
With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land.
So we get quick travel through this.
Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
So we go back to Grunt Rad.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? We were in Matira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and roll pop over to the capital in a single night.
I wonder if this is teleportation magic Moore was talking about.
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Matira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
Couldn't we just use the teleportation again?
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's ballywell see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Can I really use this teleportation magic? Just have to try. Cool. I didn't even know this game would have that. We have quick travel.
Where to?
Focus on Matira as our destination.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira. They really are back.
Oh. I was curious about that in my mind. I was gonna let it play out because I was like, I know there are other, I know there are other followers I can actually talk to at some points in the games, but considering how long it takes to get to and from places in the game, I feel like that would take way too long. So how would you get from, say, Grand Trad, where there's a handful of actual, followers that you can talk to and everything, and then get back to other areas? Yeah, we're absolutely going to need to still make the long trek for days to other areas and whatnot, sure. But being able to quick travel to other areas that we've already been, this is actually good.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
He's quick to catch on.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, well, not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings.
Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Briley?
No, I don't
just
think.
like that?
I don't think it's that simple. I think we have to be there first, and then we can actually do it.
Go on, try it out.
I don't think it's that simple.
No reaction.
I wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity, and you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Beyond your base of operations attuned to material. Okay. It's not past time, so that's nice.
That's right.
So?
What now?
Okay. Alright, hold on. Alright.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's gonna do it.
So, wow, this was a hell of an episode to get started on and everything. Oh, man. Definitely. I think I had a lot of fun with this. So yeah, this is, I'm absolutely, like, the more I'm getting into this, the more I'm loving this game. And honestly, I'm loving to see where this is going. I'm interested to see where this goes. And I can't wait to play more. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. And if things do go fine next Friday, this upcoming Friday, I should be down to play more Metaphor ReFantazio. And After that, I don't know. From the looks of things, more or less, it is just kind of, I think, just sort of biding time until we travel into the new area and actually go for facing off again. Go for figure out the whole Hizme situation. So I think what I'm gonna do is in between now and then, what I'm gonna do is most likely, because apparently in the game I have 3 days, I'm gonna sort of do some off-screen, like, just focus on, like, off-screen grinding and whatnot, so leveling up followers and everything, if I can, ranking up some of my stats, maybe taking on some, bounties, yeah, you know, the usual stuff, all that JRPG stuff. And yeah, next time we should be able to move on with the story. I've kind of been doing just nothing but the actual, like, just playing the rest of the game for the most part for these last 2 parts, and I think that's mainly just because it's been very story-centered now. But now, I think I'm actually at a point where I think the game is genuinely putting me up for, yeah, you should, like, start grinding and start getting ready so that when you set out for this story, you're gonna, like, be going through a dungeon or something along those lines. So yeah, most likely next time it will probably be I'll have already gone through the 3 days, and we'll be moving on. If there's anything I feel is very, like, if I try playing it, if there's anything I feel that's very, like, oh, this is pretty important to the story, or oh, this is actually vital information, I will put a stop, I'll put a pause in it, and I will, like, just play it next time we stream. But I seriously doubt that. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, thank you all so much for joining me, I guess. If you want to support me, ko-fi.com/theArtstation. I have a Blue Sky, I have a Kara, I have Artstation for my portfolio. If you want to see me play some party games and whatnot, twitch.tv/cafeautumn. And you can subscribe here too, I guess. That's fine. Either way, thank you all so much for joining me. And remember, you're always welcome at Cafe Autumn, as long as you're not a cunt. Take care.